Alright guys, finally after months of putting this off, I'm finally getting around to it, so I do apologize to everybody who kept asking for this. So recently, in the last couple months, you saw me actually get to test the foaming surface wash. Well, when I bought that, I actually bought this at the same time. This is their foaming polygloss. This is basically supposed to put some kind of like light wax protection or something like that on it and go from there. It says super concentrated, thick snow foam delivers intense gloss and durable protection. So basically it's supposed to be some kind of like almost like a spray on wax, supposed to last for at least a couple washes or something like that from what I remember from the big thing. One thing I did mention about when I said all this kind of stuff is stuff's kind of a little bit expensive, especially when you have today's stuff now, like the spray on stuff from McGuire's Ultimate, stuff like that, you know, fast finishing stuff that's like 15 bucks and sprayed on it, lasts you supposedly up to a year. I don't know, but that's why I really wanted to get to try it out and give it a fair and balanced thing. So we actually have Big Bertha today. The thing has not been cleaned in. I can't even tell you when. It is disgusting. Probably will be able to show you this. My fingertips are just completely black. So we'll be actually cleaning it up. I just got home from my Disney cruise, so we're going to actually be washing it with the snow foam here. We're going to be doing step by step. I'm actually going to be coming back with their actual car wash here for hand washing it just to make sure it's completely clean. And then we're actually going to be doing this. So I'll try and cut out most of this. I'll show just a little bit of it, but for the most part, we're just going to be concentrating on this today. And then we're actually going to do a water test before and after and see how the water repellency and anything like that is. And then we'll give you a fire and balance review in the end. So thanks so much for bearing with me. I'm finally back from vacation. Let's get back to work. Let's do this. Alright, as you can see, we're doing step one here. We're actually using the surfacing foam technique right here. We're just going to let it sit there and just kind of dwell on there for a little bit, kind of loosen up all the dirt. And then I'm going to be actually coming back with the 2-bucket method and their regular Brilliant Finish car wash soap. So, not going to show you too much of this stuff. You guys have already seen the review before. Very nice soap. Very expensive soap, but very nice soap. I'll just tell you that right now. Let's go ahead and get on to the 2-bucket method, and then we'll go from there. Alright, welcome back. Now that the car has all been prepped up here, we are ready to go. It's been surface wash, it's been hand washed, everything is done. It looks good now, but I want to go ahead and try out the foaming polygloss. It says super concentrated, thick snow foam delivers intense gloss and durable protection. Let's go ahead and go over the basic directions real quick. I'm not going to be using their regular snow foam can or whatever that they're selling proprietary wise. That's just way overpriced in my opinion. Just use a regular foam can, it will work fine. I have the $16 Amazon one. That's all you really need for any of these products. Let's go ahead and go mix the option 2, manual mix. For the additional RTU, ready to use option, add the corresponding amount of foaming polygloss concentrate to equipped reservoir, then fill with water the Boss foam cannon of 1.6 ounces, foaming sprayer 2.1 ounces, pump up sprayer, foamer that is 0.5 ounces, air foamer sudsing 0.25. So I'm just going to be doing let's see, what was it, 1.6 again? Okay, I want to go over useful directions here. It says paint should be clean and cool to touch. It's about as cool as it's going to get. It's like 75, 80 degrees today. And it says to select desired application equipment and mixing option. Apply from the top using overlighting passes. Allow to dwell for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm kind of scared about that in Florida here because I'm not doing it during the night. I'm not doing it early morning because I'm worried about the drying effect, but we'll see what happens. Do not allow product to dry on the surface. Exactly what I was getting to. Using a high pressure of rinse from the top up, from the bottom up and top down, rinsing all surfaces free of foam. Dry surface with a PFM drying towel. So here we go. I want to go ahead and show you real quick what it looks like now. The last time I applied any type of coating on is probably from Rev Automotive. It's their Neo Armor, really good coating spray there, but it's been months and months and months and months, so I know it's basically worn off now. So let's do a little bit of a quick water test here, and then we're going to go ahead and hook this up, start spraying it down, and let's see if it actually does any difference or it's just overpriced. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to have the regular nozzle on. I really don't care because right now I'm not trying to be scientific. I'm just here to test out, see what kind of water repelling we have right now on it. Clearly, there's no water repellent here. This is pretty pathetic right here. Pretty pathetic. Like lately I tested one from the new wax shop, their spray wax. It makes this look like this doesn't even exist. It's all gone now. It's all worn off. Again, it just sits outside every single day. Let's go ahead, hook it to the pressure washer, and have some fun and see if she actually does anything for us. before taking it, giving it a minute or two, like it says, 2-3 minutes to actually dry here, you actually got to see what it looked like. So it's kind of like a foaming thing, but it was a really thin foam if you want to give it an eye on that one. Right now it's starting to worry me because it's drying a little bit here, as you can see. So I am going to go ahead and start washing this side off. You know, it's Florida. There's nothing I can do unless I'm doing this at night, which is going to look terrible on YouTube, or in the morning, which again, it'll be all cloudy, it'll be shady, and it's just going to look terrible on YouTube. I do apologize. I don't live in Seattle, Washington, or wherever they're from up there in Washington where it's cool already, and just the way it goes. But overall, it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and start washing it off, rinsing it off like it said, and then we're going to go from there, and I'll dry it off, and then we'll do a little bit of water test and see how she works out. So, hey, they said it lasts for about 5 or 6 washes. There's should be enough for probably 10 to 15 washes the way I'm doing the math. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. You know, it doesn't matter. But, hey, let's go ahead and try to test it out with a little bit of water test, and we'll come show you the final results. So far all I did is just wash the car down with the pressure washer. Nothing more. We're going to do a water test now, but before we even begin a water test, I hope you can see this. If not, I'm going to still bring the camera in close real quick for you. Notice already the difference. You can see these tight little beads and everything, and I wanted to let you at least see that when I'm actually running the pressure washer itself. Watch how the beading and sheeting really goes at it. It's really fun to watch, and I thought you guys might actually enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you real quick on it. I'll dub it over with some music or whatever for you. But look at the difference. I mean, you saw how bland and boring it was, and look at it now. And this is just washing it off. I haven't dried it off. I haven't done anything. I literally just washed it off, and I was like, man, that's some pretty cool stuff. Again, the way I see it is it worth it for the price? Because you can get some of these other products now with sealants and sprays, ceramics, all this kind of stuff now that are so cheap, so easy to use. You use it once, maybe twice a year at most, where they said this will last you maybe 4 or 5 washes. I don't know, but let's go ahead, watch the actual results of it, having some fun, beating, shooting the water away. Let's talk final thoughts of the Griot's Garage Polygloss, foaming polygloss. It's a really cool product. I really like the idea of it. I've seen something like it before in the past. I'm going to show it to you here in a second that did basically the same kind of stuff. Again, let's see how many ounces are in here. 35 ounces. So if it's 1.6, if we're going by that, let's just round it up to 2 ounces. You should be able to get about 18 of these applications on. And from what I remember from the video, from their actual talking points there, was that it should last you 3, 4, 5 washes before it's all washed off, and you need to go ahead and apply more. So I figured you could probably get about a year or 2 out of this. Yes, it is a little expensive at $19, $20, and that's what I want to get to secondly. It does really cool. It works really good. Is it comparable to a spray wax? I guess it is, but I'd have to test them lengthwise against each other to see which would last longer, this or a traditional spray wax. But what I really wanted to go ahead and show you guys is about 5 years ago, and Eagle One was the first company that ever contacted me, and this was the company that did, this was before they were owned by Energizer Battery. Yes, they're owned by Energizer Battery now, and I lost all contact with them ever since they were bought out. But they made a product called Element Shield. It's kind of the same thing. You attach to a hose and sprayed it on, and it would have protect against water spots and deposits, provides long-lasting luster sign, reduces dry time. I don't even know if you can get this anymore. It's just in my closet, and I was thinking, this is essentially the same exact stuff. It's just been remade by Griot's Garage and by a whole different company. So that's really cool to think about that, but it's funny that Eagle One had this years ago, and that's what's really cool about it. But, you know, you did get to see it. It does really work really good. The second product I wanted to bring up here real quick, guys, is when you got stuff like Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Finish now, it's like a spray-on sealant or whatever you want to call it. This stuff supposedly lasts up to about a year. Okay, give or take, you know how it is. And this is really easy to use. You don't have to use a pressure wash. You don't have to use a sprayer or anything. It's just spray on and wipe off. If that only lasts 4 or 5 washes, and this lasts, let's just say hypothetically, it can only last 10 months, not even a year. That's some pretty good stuff here. And again, price value then, this is right around, what, $20 here, and this is about $15, okay? So what would you rather go with? To me personally, I like it. I think it's a fun little cool idea, but not everybody's going to have a pressure washer, and that's why I'm probably going to fall back to this. But overall, I gave it a solid A. I think it's a really cool product. It's very unique, and I do really like it. But there is some fallbacks that you're going to have to figure out for yourself what you would rather like to see on this one. But it still is really cool product. I do like it. It really reminds me of the Eagle One stuff there. And hey, there you go. So thanks so much for watching. I know this video's been a little bit longer, but I hope it really is worth it. And I hope I got to bring up some different examples to tell you why I thought it was like this, or what I would pick over it in that aspect. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you all at the very next video review. Take care.